Hi,
we're
Timlau Pictures.
Hi, we're Timlau Pictures.
I'm Grace.
I'm Abigail.
And Renata.
In the pre-production stage of our task, I was doing mood board and artwork. So I was planning mood boards of what we were going to include, like locations, settings, props, costumes, so everything to do with the kind of trailer itself. And the artwork was mainly just the characters and the weapons and that type of stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, and I was doing the audience research. So what I had to do was find out, get a collective of answers from the audience of what they wanted to see inside, like the poster, magazine, and in the trailer. Then bring their ideas and their responses to life, so that we can show them what they want to see.
And I did print design, which is I had to design the layout of the magazine and the poster. I did drawn drafts, digital drafts, and typography. And I used Abigail's audience research for the font in the magazine and the poster. And then I took test shots of Grace and other students. I also did test shots of Grace and some other students in the class, and I used that as my final draft, and I linked the typography drafts with the test shots. I left them as Photoshop format, so I linked it and I explained them all. Yeah, that was print design.
Cool. In the production stage, my task is what did I do? Wait, I forgot what I'm doing. What am I doing? The camera work. So basically, my task is to look into the different cameras that we could be using to shoot. Basically, the pros and cons of each one, why we would use a specific camera, the ISO aperture, looking at all the settings of a camera, what makes a camera good for shooting. I also had to do a camera workshop, which was where I was looking at the different type of shots, angles, framings that we're going to be actually using in our trailer, close-ups, examples. So I went off with Ren and I used her as a model for my camera workshop. So yeah.
Yeah, so in the production task, what I'm doing is costume and makeup. So I have to find out how I want the characters to look in the trailer. Also, I practiced on myself with the different things
latex.
Latex and the fake gloves that we're using, and so that I can practice how long it's going to take me to do to do their makeup, so that it doesn't consume a lot of time, so that we can manage our time, because we only have limited time. So yeah.
And I'm shooting script and location recce, so I'm making the location recce sheets. I spoke about the cast and the crew. I also did inspirations, different location inspirations that we had, and I did call sheets. So for every location that we go to, it would say what shot number we're doing in that specific location and how long we're doing it for, so that we don't waste any time and we know what we're doing when we get there at the location. I think that's all I've done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and in the pre-production stage, Zachlin was doing our storyboard, and in the production stage, she's in charge of sound design.
Yeah.
The title of our film is Admission. It's about these group of students who, it's in a world where it's really hard to get into university, and only the top elite students can get into university. So all these group of students have now been admitted into university, and when they go there for their admission, they find out that the principal has actually other plans in mind, and he instead only wants one person to be admitted, so they all have to fight to the death, basically, to get their final place.
Yeah.
We're going to be shooting on the 21st and 28th. Where we're going to be shooting is Beckham Mansion and the Place Park. So we've basically hired out, the mansion has got basements, and we've got pictures as well that Rena's going to be including in her location Ricky and stuff. So we're really excited about that. And we're shooting with Capital Company, which consists of Delante, Harrod and Eddie. So we're going to be using them and casting them in our trailer, etc.
And what we're looking forward to is actually the whole filming in general, because we've never actually filmed before, so like it would be like it's a big opportunity and experience for us. Also, what I'm looking forward to is the costume and makeup and bringing my creative ideas to life. Yeah.
I was supposed to say what we're all looking forward to.
Yeah, why not?
I'm looking forward to, I think, like just getting involved the most, like actually acting. Even though I'm going to be recording most of it, like because camera work is my job. Like I think being a part of it would be fun too. The thing I'm looking forward to would be actually like getting involved, actually being filmed, because I'm going to be the person in charge of most of the filming, so to actually be on the other side of the camera will be fun for me.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the cool scenes that we're going to shoot at this great location, because it's such a big mansion. The long corridor shoots, characters getting dragged, you know, characters,
really cool.
yeah.
Like, I'm showing you pictures of the basement, like it looks proper. Like,
yeah, and the corridor,
down.
the one that goes down like that,
The
that looks really cool. So
Have
yeah,
you seen the pictures? Oh,
that's what I'm going to look forward to most.
Yeah.
I'm prepared.
Well, what we're apprehensive about is attendance and if people are not giving like their 100%, but I'm pretty sure that we will all give our 100% because we do want to get good grades.
Oh, what's the point?
Yeah. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.